about. Now, the indicative value of 88,000 crores this financial year and 1.6 up to 1.8 lakh crores for the next 3 years. Is this going to be cash in the bank for the government, or how will you structure, what the government receives? Because that's the objective.
Well, the pipeline of Government of India assets is about 6 lakh crore, and it's about 14% of centre's outlay under the National Infrastructure Pipeline. There are 12 line ministries and departments involved. There are 20 asset classes. When assets are given out by the public sector enterprises or NHAI or Power Grid or any other organization, for instance, the resources come to them and are used by them for creation of further infrastructure in that area.
Right.
Say, for instance, there's NTPC or NHPC or GAIL or Power Grid. When they monetize their assets, instead of going to the government and getting resources for asset creation, these resources are used by them for creation of more and more infrastructure in the country. So this is a way of creating a cycle of more and more infrastructure creation.
So for how many years will these assets be privatized? Does it depend case to case? What is the minimum number of years?
So let me first say that it's not a case of privatization. It's a case of when asset monetization is done anywhere.
Asset monetization. It's not privatization because ownership resides with the government.
Yeah. And this is a model which has been used by the national highway earlier in India. There's nothing new about it. Actually, 1,400 kilometers of national highways with a value of 17,000 crores has already been monetized by the National Highway Authority. The power transmission, if you look at it, the Power Grid has monetized 5 assets via Power Grid InvIT, raising 7,700 crores already.
Right.
So you have different models of asset monetization. Several of them, which have already been used, are operate, maintain and transfer, toll operate transfer. You have another model in operation, maintenance and development, and rehabilitate, operate, maintain, transfer. But in recent times, there are trust-based investment vehicles that pool capital from various investor classes.
Yes.
And which is called InvITs, Infrastructure Investment Trust, and REITs, Real Estate Investment Trust. And therefore, you have models where people of India can invest in this, in InvITs and REITs. It's like a mutual fund, and that can come in, money can come in for infrastructure creation. And when this resources are raised, the entities then put this into more of grid creation or more of pipeline creation or more of roads making.